Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you come across this video. I greet you all and I welcome you all to the Zambia Youth Diplomats Conference podcast. Your host, I am Tirambuli, AJ International Relations student at the University of Zambia. And today we have two major topics that we're going to be discussing about. The first being in community development and the second being in international relations. So let's dive right into what we're all here for. Okay. So our first topic is in community development and it reads Empowering Zambia's Future, Building a National Funding Development System for Youth. And our main topic, rather our main subject under this is explore ways to create a sustainable development system that financially supports youth-led projects and initiatives, reducing dependency on international organizations. Okay, so with that being said, let's delve right into what we're here for. So with me, my first point, I have policy advocacy components. And when we talk about policy advocacy components, we are basically talking about youth participation in budget process, performance-based funding. We also have regional collaboration. Okay, so what do we mean when we talk about youth participation in budget process? Basically, seats on budget committees and development planning bodies in which youths have to be given seats. Yeah. And we also have training in advocacy and budget analysis. We also have ensuring sustainable political commitment and resource allocation to youth-based organizations or youth-led initiatives. My second point being performance-based funding. What do we mean by performance-based funding? Okay, so government funding tied to verified outcomes rather than inputs. There are so many youth-led organizations in the country, one of it being Changemakers organization. So it is a youth-led organization that was recently established, and as though they are trying so hard to have a funder or a donor that's going to be helping them out in terms of funds. Okay, so it is imperative for a government to be able to fund these youth-led initiatives and organizations. Aside from that, we also have reward effective organizations with continued and increased support. Like I mentioned, so many organizations in Zambia, youth-led organizations to be specific, they need funding from the government because they do not have sponsors or donors. And for them to have sponsors or donors, they have to apply for a grant. Yes. The third point being regional collaboration. When it comes to regional collaboration, we have cross-border youth networks sharing resources and knowledge. We also have regional development banks with youth-specific facilities, as well as reduces dependence on northern funders through South-South cooperation. What do we mean by northern funders? Northern funders are basically the Western people coming in to fund these organizations and all that stuff. But then we're trying to reduce that dependency in the sense that we have the South-South funders. The South-South funders are basically we Africans at large supporting each other. Yes. And so my second point, and the topic is knowledge and peer networks. What do you mean by knowledge and peer networks? Okay, so basically this is youth-to-youth learning exchanges. What do you mean by youth-to-youth learning exchanges? Pretty sure that's sort of clear for everyone, right? Okay, so successful initiatives mentor emerging ones. There are so many people out there that can be able to mentor us youths, okay, and like us having to go to other countries and all that stuff. There are so many people that are learning, so many people that can be able to mentor us youths. Yes, as well as reduces dependency on expensive external consultants. So that's basically the same thing that I'm talking about. It also builds regional and national ecosystems of youth innovations, which is basically youth coming together from all over the world and Africa at large. Yeah. On here with me, I also have technology platforms. What do you mean by technology platforms? So we have digital markets connecting youth producers, which reduces overhead costs through shared digital infrastructure. My third point under knowledge in peer networks is innovation hub and incubators. What do we mean by innovation hubs and incubators? We have locally run spaces providing shared resources, mentorship, and networking.